everyone, this is Chad from SoCal Raptor Runs. Today we're out here in Dana Point and we're going to do a quick walk around of my truck. Let's get started. So on the front we have a Hannah Race Design custom front bumper. It's a frame cut, welded to the frame, super strong. Valence looks really nice and it's very low profile. Baja Designs Onyx 40-inch arc bar. The other lighting on the front, Baja Designs XL80, and sneakily right behind it we have mounted some Baja Designs S1s for some true ditch lights. In the grill you have Baja Designs S2 Pros in red and green, just some little accent lighting in there. And then also in the front here we have a RBG intercooler. That's so we can mount the front bumper as tight as we can. All right, so next up is suspension in the front. So RPG upper control arms, we have RPG half tie rods, and then we upgraded to the Fox Factory Race Series Live Out 3.0s. This is a 2022 model. The 3.0s that are on there, they're meant technically for the 19 to 20 model, but in the front only on the 2021 and up models, you don't lose any travel going from the existing 3.0 to this 3.0, the race series. In the rear, you do lose 1 inch of travel if you go from the stock 3.0 that they give you from Ford to the race series 3.0. So I did not upgrade the rear shock itself. I did want that 1 extra inch of travel. All right, so wheels of choice are the Method 318s in gloss black, and they have that cool topography center cap. And the tires are the BFG KM3s and they're 37s. But in the rear, I did the RBG links and the RBG panhard bar. I did the RBG bump stop kit with 2.5-inch Fox shocks. And then back here, we have the RBG rear bumper, frame cut as well, S2 Pros in there. All right, moving back here, there's a lot to take in right here. This is all custom. So I designed this, had it made, had it powder coated. This is all our own doing. So this is a bed rack, uses all 6 bed bolts. Standard position would be taking the secondary rear tire off, taking the secondary tire mount, and no chase rack. That's how I run it day to day. I also run it for events like that just fine. Inside of this right container here, we have tools and a recovery rope from Alpine, which is great, definitely well used. And then on the left side, driver's side, we have the compressed air. So we have a twin air or ARB air compressor in there. We have our impact gun and an impact gun bag. And then here's our air line. And we have compressed air right here. So a pretty slick little setup, and it's definitely hidden away. As soon as you take that second rear tire off and you don't run the chase rack, you don't see anything above the line of the bed, which is awesome. And the chase rack pulls its support from the actual bed rack, so it is barely touching the bed sides, which is awesome. The other chase racks on the market, they unfortunately rest heavily on the bed sides themselves, and that does lead to bed spread over time. You can crack the aluminum here because the bed side itself is not too supportive, but this rack barely touches this, and it pulls all of its support from inside there, actually touching the bed rack. At the front of the bed on the bulkhead, we have MaxTrax boards in there. Those are mounted right up front, and you might not be able to see it, but we have a 2-ton Pro Eagle sitting right there. And then in between the Pro Eagle and the MaxTrax boards, you can fit a Yeti 65 or 45 cooler and strap that down. So pretty much everything is below the line of the bed if you want it to be. And there's still room to put other things in on either side of the tire. All right, one final thing about the chase rack. So there are side lighting. Side lights are right here at an angle, S2 Pros. And then in the middle, you have the Baja Designs RTL bar, which is your amber red linked to brake light, and then your center is white for bed light. When I'm not running the chase rack, you can see above, I have an RPG third brake light with 2 ambers. And in the middle, that is a bulkhead pass-through for our Starlink and our sat radio. So we never have to take any of the cables, put it through the rear glass or anything like that. It's all bulkheaded in. It's super easy, comes in and out really fast. All right, so in here, we kept things pretty minimalistic. There's a Switch Pros right here. So this is actually all of the control for the lighting on the truck. I don't have anything to the factory upfitter switches. So if you were to add additional lights, you could still use the factory upfitter switches. My rugged radio is VHF radio. It's a 50-watt hard mounted radio. That's right here. And then I have an additional mic mount for our ICOM sat radio. So that goes right there during events. So that's how we talk to other admin trucks, our chase truck, and then this is talking to everyone that's around us when we're on the event itself, and that's all mounted in the center. All right, in the back seat, nothing really special going on. A lot of under seat storage in that fold flat under seat storage bin. So I carry a ton of stuff in there that really never comes out, but if you did want it to, you can fold that flat and you still have a flat floor for whatever you want to have. Little things that we're not really talking about, but they're on here. All the Built-Right industry stuff, it's kind of sprinkled throughout. The stubby antenna. I have an iPad mount from TNL Raceworks that runs off of the Built-Right dash mount, the Built-Right seat release. It's just all kind of sprinkled in here. So other things we didn't mention, it's Cobb Stage 2 tuned and then Goose Tune on top of that. So it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 530 horsepower. For the 2022 models, you did have to send your ECU into Cobb. They would unlock it on the bench and then they would send it back to you. So that's what we did for this truck. So drives, it's very, very quick. It's not 700 horsepower, but honestly, when you're on the dirt, this is plenty fast. I promise you that. All right, so this is how it looks on a daily basis. This is how I carry it around. I'd also take the chase rack out sometimes too, but that's kind of the beauty of it. It's all modular. If you don't want to have the chase rack on, you don't have to. It works fully with a bed cover. So if you have one of the rolling types, it's awesome. The retract style wouldn't work with, unfortunately, but pretty much every other style of bed cover it would work with, which is cool if you're kind of out of sight, out of mind, but you still want to carry all this kind of stuff with you every day. But yeah, this is how I carry it around pretty much 24/7. When I'm going off road, I can add the chase rack, I can not add the chase rack. I can add the spare tire, the second spare tire. I cannot add it. It's just very modular, which is awesome. And so I hope you enjoyed my walk around video, kind of checking out how I have my truck set up for some of our events. This truck is going to be for sale pretty soon. It's going to be on Race Desert. It'll be on Instagram, some of the forums. If you're interested in getting literally a turnkey Raptor that's ready to go out and hit the dirt, hit me up. It'll be for sale, and I'm not taking anything off of it. So what you see here is what you get when you buy it, and it's 100% turnkey ready. Just lower the tire PSI and hit the dirt. So thank you guys, appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you on our next run.